So, welcome to the channel. This is J Sports. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you press those post notification bells. Oh, that post notification. I always say those like they're like plural. Press that post notification bell so you never miss one of these videos. So, I'm going to discuss Micah Parsons' statement here, saying that the Cowboys versus Cardinals game is a statement game. Really, this game is to decide who needs it more. Is it the Arizona Cardinals or is it Dallas? I think there's two good arguments to make here. One, I forget who said it, but one guy on ESPN made it very clear, and I agree. But, I'll just say this, that Arizona's missing key players like DeAndre Hopkins. Without him, they've gone about, I think, 12 of 16 points over the last two games. And, without him, Kyler Murray or DeAndre Hopkins is what DeAndre Hopkins to Kyler Murray is like what Devontae Adams, I think it is. I think it's Adams and Williams for the Packers is what Devontae Adams is to Aaron Rodgers, right? And yet the Packers are still doing well. The Caps. So look, Kyler Murray, he's waning again. He's waned all the time at the end. 2019, and the Cardinals are as well. In 2019, the Cardinals go 2 for 7 in the last 9 games. 2020, they went 2 for 5 in the last 7 games. And then they've gone 3 and 5 over the last 8 games. Kyler Murray is limping again, and it kind of like he was in the last season. In the one game they played, that they actually won lately, they beat the Bears. He threw for 423 yards. Okay? So there's a good argument to be made here that, hey, right now the team that needs this the most is the Cardinals, right? No. But now look, if the Cowboys had played the Cardinals, if they had played them when they were about 7-0 in the beginning of the season, I think to me that's a statement. Now that that would put the NFL on notice in the beginning. Now that loss against the Broncos, the Cowboys lost against the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. Those were big losses there, but that game against the Raiders, they could only win by a field goal, number one. They let Dallas catch up, catch up in the end, number two. And then number three, they had the refs helping them out the entire time. So calling interference calls, DPI calls, or PI calls when they didn't need to. Defense player interference. It just did not need to, and it was stupid. So, look, I think the Cowboys, they beat up on Atlanta and the Giants and on Washington. They slaughtered Washington. They slaughtered them, right? 56-14. I forgot the 27-20. Not a great game there, but 56, almost 15. It was just a terrible game for Washington. Haha, Oscar Montiel. But those are all bad teams, right? They're all bad teams. That's why they beat them. Barely beat Washington in the first one. But they need to be beating better teams. They need to actually play a good team and actually win. The Bucks and Tom Brady, they need to beat the Bucks and Tom Brady, the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, and the Rams and Andrew Stafford. And I guess, I would say the Chiefs at this point, at this stage of the game, and Patrick Mahomes. Then, if the Dallas Cowboys beat any of those teams, I could see it, being a statement and putting the rest of the NFL on notice. But beating a bad team like Atlanta, like the Giants, like Washington, look, I don't know that that's a big statement. Beating better teams, I kind of agree there. And look, for me, a Cowboys fan, I'm like, yes, they absolutely won. But And I'm happy. I am absolutely grateful that they've won. I think it's the last 4 straight. So they need to win number 5 today, this afternoon. But again, you're not going to play easy, bad, awful teams in the Super Bowl. Honestly, you're not. You're going to play a highly caliber Super Bowl team that beat their conference, everybody in their conference. But I don't see this as a huge statement game for either. Well, I see it as a statement game for the Cardinals, but really for either team, as I said. It's a game that could, although I don't see it as a statement type game, it could get us into the playoffs, into the number 1 seed, and that's what the Cowboys need. Now the Rams are 10-5. Kyler Murray, Chandler Jones, Buda Baker, James Conner, they all made the Pro Bowl. They pretty much had all those guys in the last few games, that they've lost, though. So, look, you could say, yeah, those are all great guys, and they made it, and da-da-da-da, but they had those guys, whatever. All I'm going to say is the Cowboys, the reason I mentioned all those players, Buda Baker, Chandler Jones, James Conner, Kyler Murray, all of those guys, is those are quality guys. Yeah, they've had bad games, but Dallas offense, you need to do what you did against Washington. So, look, who needs it more? Like I said, they're getting the number 1 seed. Dallas. Yeah, Cardinals, they could make a statement, win 5, then go and beat the Seahawks and whatever, but I think their playoff dreams are shot. I think they're gonna get beat. Hopefully they get beat. But if they do get beat by Dallas, Dallas is the one that needs it more. They're the ones who need to win here in this game today, and then they need a win against the Eagles to close the thing out. The Packers need to slip up, and look, they got a game against the Vikings. I think they could beat I think they could beat the Vikings. But again, this is a huge game for them. If they slip up, Cowboys are in the number 1 seed. Perfect. But they need it most, in my opinion, because they need to be in that 3-way tie for that number 1 seed. They cannot play the Packers. They will lose. They cannot play the Bucs. They will lose. I think they'd lose against the Rams. But if they had the Cowboys, the Rams, and the Bucs, Cowboys win that in that 3-way tie. And I went over that in my review video. So, again, I'm just going to say Dallas needs it more. We need to get into that number 1 seed. And if the Packers don't slip up, then we can get in that number 2 seed. At least we're okay there. I'd rather be in number 1, which is why I think that Dallas needs this more than Kyler Murray and those the Cardinals over there. They're done. And, they're not going to be going into next season if they lose here and in Seattle, or at least win in Seattle. Hey, we're going to go to the playoffs. Jerry Jones, he's mentioned, other teams have mentioned the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I don't know that they're going to go to the Super Bowl. They still got round 1, round 2, which is the divisional round, round 3, which is the conference round. Who knows how that's going to go? But we're going to see how that goes, and we'll see what happens in today's game. Now, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Press the post notification bell so you never miss any of these videos. Cowboys, Golden Knights, or Dodgers, and hopefully Lakers soon. I've been hoping for a long time. And also for my review video on today's game.